Speak up. Who is it? Oh, it's Mildew Man. Hey, penis.
Mildew Man.
What's your LOL? You gotta make me LOL or else I'm gonna shoot myself. We're not on stream, are we?
We're rich. Oh, hey,
oh, it was his join thing. Why is my connection so shit?
I don't think
dude, I'm so...
I can't hear him either.
Let me mute real quick. Okay. Good. I fucking hate audio, son. Like, yeah, motherfucker.
Dude, audio's so bad.
I can't.
Discord.
I can't do it anymore. Like, Discord, OBS, the computer machine, every fucking audio output device. And input.
Mildew Man, it's not your fault. We've been plagued by audio issues all day.
Mildrew.
Mildred, man. I can't get over it. I don't remember how long ago it was.
He can't hear us.
He can't hear us. Oh, shit.
We can't hear you.
Usually that's like an individual settings thing. Discord loves to type this to him.
I hate Discord.
Discord loves to fuck me over with my settings all the time.
Mildew Man knows. Trust me, he's a Discord expert. Okay, he knows how fucking...
I've had so many times when me and you, Quiver, are trying to talk on Discord, but Discord changed my fucking settings for no reason, so...
Oh, yeah, same here. And we never know whose fault it is. Well, nobody's fault, but, you know, whose side it is. It fucks us both.
Oh, I know it's Discord's side, because I don't change my settings.
Oh, it's Discord, 100%. It fucks with us. I don't know why.
I go in, I say, hey, this is...
Yeah, I'm just gonna play Minecraft.
Go ahead.
And not stream. What? Sorry, No, I'm gonna play Minecraft and not stream. I'll be funny on your stream though.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. For anyone on the stream that doesn't understand, Quiver got raped. I'm sorry, graped by
my ass
audio today. So I completely understand.
Oh, it was horrible. If y'all want to go check out the stream, I titled it "Don't Watch the Stream." It's bad audio or something like that.
And I completely understand why you titled it that, because holy shit, he had so many audio issues. He got this shit fixed.
I can't believe it, man. It's like
he thought he got it fixed, and then all of a sudden, hey, so the audio's only coming through the right channel or the left channel or whatever it was. No, fuck.
I know, and I knew how to fix it, but it's like it wouldn't work. And then all of a sudden, I looked it up. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was my fault, but it was the stupid ass computer. And then don't get us started on Discord changing settings because my computer likes to do the same thing.
And don't get us started on the C-word bullshit because holy fuck.
The Amazon Alexa. I feel bad about that. I really broke character there. I yelled at that thing. I said, "Shut the fuck up."
I would have too, dude. That shit would have pissed me off. Just fucking the weather.
That was so funny. It was a good clip though.
Fucking ask.
Is that what I said?
I don't know, but like that's what I would have said.
I forgot.
I just made something up. It's like the weather today.
Oh man.
I didn't fucking ask.
That's so funny.
You know, wait, I'm on my stream. I can say it. I'm joking when I say this, by the way, YouTube. This is why women don't deserve rights. We're rich.
And money. They don't deserve money either. Mildew Man, can we hear you?
Oh no. Mildew Man, save us.
Okay. His thing was lighting up for a minute, but then we still can't hear him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me text him.
If it's not anything with...
Wait, whoa.
Okay, yeah.
I just heard him, but barely.
Yeah, barely.
Why are they talking through my monitor? What the fuck?
Oh, we're talking through his monitor.
Ooh.
Hi, monitor.
Hi, Mildred.
Audio problems of the day.
My output says it's coming through like a NIDBA definition.
And the fucking
homeboy, there is a nuke. There's a nuke that went off and blasted everyone's audio.
Bro, did
like something happened today?
Go off?
That's what I'm saying.
Did the military do some EMP testing today, Mildew Man? I don't know if you
There's no EMP testing.
We can hear you now, baby girl.
I was being a little dumb. Tori helped me out. It was actually coming. Yeah, Tori helped me out.
Blood King's on stream. I'm not because I'm sick and tired.
Dude, he
Okay.
streamed for so
I will be
long, and-
appropriate.
But I am on Minecraft if y'all want to play.
He was on. He was
Homeland.
gonna be live for an hour longer than he was. I actually feel bad
Yeah.
for this because, Clever, I want to explain. It wasn't terrible when I mentioned something. It was like all I had to do was just turn my TV up a little louder because that's where I had the stream on. I was playing it through YouTube on Xbox, so I just had to turn my TV up a little louder.
Yeah.
It would have been fine, but it was like.
No,
It was like one of those things where
yeah,
I
it
didn't know.
wasn't terrible,
Yeah, and it was.
but
Another
it
thing
annoyed
was,
the piss out of me.
The other thing was, like, the reason I asked Wolfie is because I was like, is it just me? Is it just my shit? Or is Quiver not as loud as usual? I didn't think it would turn
Yeah.
into that giant-ass debacle that it turned into. So I felt
I was just being dumb.
Oh, it wasn't your fault though, Blood King. It was at the point of like, yeah, it's fine, but I don't want it to be fine. I want it to be perfect. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you telling me. And Wolfie didn't answer. I heard it myself. I was like, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna fix this. But
So
all right,
what
Noted Man, you're dumb.
Like
What?
An audio? Or was it an audio thing?
Well, all right. Well, since he's streaming, I might as well tell this. It'll be a short story. But Okay, so what happened was I started streaming. I thought it was fine. I thought I got my audio problem fixed because I have a fucking $500 microphone. Nothing should be wrong. Sorry, let me calm down. And so I was cool. And Blood King was like, nobody told me this. Nobody in my chat room except Blood King. Hey, you're just a tad bit quiet. I was like, oh shit, okay. That turned into an hour of me uninstalling, saying fuck virtual audio cables, this and this. I get back on, and Blairy, who you know Blairy on the server, he after a long time I streamed for about 30 minutes thinking it was cool, and he's like, hey, your audio's fucked. And I was like, you gotta be trolling. They could only hear me out the right side of their ear, and it only took me like 10 minutes to fix that because my computer changed a setting for no reason. It had 2 channels instead of 1 channel, and I was like, motherfucker, I got it fixed. Some stupid shit happened in the game. I was like, today's just not my day. I'm done. See y'all. Don't watch the stream. I'm done.
And I will say,
Because goddamn it.
I want to say, the only reason I didn't say anything about that is because it was only through headphones, and when I went back to my computer speakers, it was fine. So I was like, okay,
That's so weird.
I'm going to assume that maybe no one's listening specifically through headphones. Probably a dumb assumption on my part, but I was like, okay.
No, it
and
ain't
the
your
other
fault,
reason-
man.
yeah,
All you did was help.
All the other reason was like, bro, Clever's already been through so much shit. I don't want to add on anymore. I just want him to be able to.
Thank
stream
you,
and
but no,
have
you,
fun.
yeah. At next stream tomorrow, I'll see. But fuck me,
But-
Mildy man, how the fuck have you been?
I have been vibing.
Nice, not me.
I've been, just doing my daily, trucking along, usual work.
Dilly dilly.
Basically. I keep doing this thing at my work where I complete like 70% of something, like whatever task I'm doing that I just, because I'm my own boss, I have to kind of direct myself in my own way.
Accountability.
I do like 3/4 of whatever I need to fucking do, and then I deviate off until there's like another task. And I have this ongoing issue of just deviation to just different things, and I'm just routing back to completing it. And then this weekend, there's a big thing going on for the Marine Corps ball, and I also have to facilitate a combat fitness test for 93 people. So that's great.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the thing is though, here's the catch. I have to bring equipment all the way up from my location about 50 miles north of me while I have no license, no transport capability, no vehicle.
Jeez.
And I solely have to depend on my platoon, members, which is not that bad because they actually are dependable people,
That's good to have in the team.
I take pride in my platoon. My platoon is squared away. And so, yeah, I pretty much coordinated with the leadership. First Sergeant's already tracking. He's doing his thing. I did his combat fitness test today with the personnel officer. really motivating. Not really. It's a lie.
It's supposed to be.
They're slow.
Oh. Well, tell them to hurry the fuck up.
Well, I say that, but they also got like they both got a first class, so I mean, they're much better.
Well, tell them I said it.
than-
And tell them Blood King said it.
Wait, I
Good-
didn't say
good to
anything.
go.
Then they'll go. Middleman's like, okay, buddy.
I respect my
Sure,
age
we'll tell
men and
him.
women.
My
Not
mother
me.
looks
No, I'm
like
joking.
a North Korean.
Dude, I love your mom. I haven't even met her. She's just her nonsense in the background, like screaming at you and shit. I love it.
Oh yeah, you have heard my mom.
Oh, never
Oh, it's
mind.
amazing. Like Blood King's mom did the same shit. I love that shit. It's so funny.
Yeah, I like
Like,
my
sorry.
mom is just
No.
such an interesting individual.
Oh, I
She's
love
not
her.
as
She's
cool as
amazing.
Tori's mom
You
though.
said that, and I
Tori's
was
mom
like,
is cooler.
I'm confused. I haven't been living with my mom lately.
Oh no, it was a while ago, but yeah, she was hilarious. All moms are so funny. Well, hell, I called my mom on my show, and she played along. She's like, "This is Jennifer." And I was like, "Hey, Jennifer Tipton, how are you?"
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's good.
Quiver, I just saw you.
I'm gonna take a gummy. Fuck
I
me.
just saw you fucking chat my channel. That's why I laughed.
I heard you laugh. I heard you laugh. I said fuck audio. I put fuck audio in this chat.
100%. Dude, fuck audio 2025.
Yeah,
He's got my vote.
I'll vote for that. I've never voted ever. I probably won't. Mildy Man, is Tori joining us? Casey might join us. Feeling sexy today. I'll take the silence as a fuck yeah.
Oh no. Mildred, man.
Oh no,
where'd
did
you
it happen
go?
again? Oh,
Oh,
he heard
no.
Casey and said I gotta go.
Oh,
No, it was because he had to go worship Casey.
Yes, Casey
Hey.
worship is needed daily.
Absolutely.
Tori is joining.
You-
She just needs her phone to charge, so
Ah,
she'll
fuck.
be.
Hell yeah, I
in
fucking love you
momentarily.
guys.
I gotta.
I fucking love all
Yeah,
three
we
of you
love
motherfuckers.
You guys. Are you kidding me? You guys are a
I'm sick and-
critical aspect of our social structure as adults.
Fuck
We have
yeah.
no friends.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
I had to move
We
some
have
of my
no-
We're so
power washing
autistic.
equipment.
We're so autistic. Like I
We are
would
autistic
describe you
as
guys
fuck.
the same. You too, Blood King. I love you. God damn it. Fucking shit.
I'm a
I mean,
power
You know?
wash
we
autistic.
need our little commune of autists. Like, come on.
Yeah. Come.
You know, that's the joy of being an American. You know,
Well,
True.
I'm a power wash artist,
True.
so
True.
Wait, yeah, you do kind of have to be autistic to play that game. It is fun. So there you go. That's how you know.
See,
I like that game. It's
kind
kinda
of
fun.
forms of tism.
well, fuck you for trying
Yeah.
to fucking kill me, but
I feel like I'm an outsider to the tism here because I'm like just a different form of tism.
You've reached a new ascension, Mildew. The mildew spread,
Dude,
man.
I have the political
Mildew man.
ascension, dude.
dude, he's not.
I have the
autistic.
political autism.
He's Mildred.
Oh, yeah, true.
I do.
Mildred
I
Monday.
have the obsessive. I can't not be in politics. It's annoying.
Oh. Sorry, I'm still sighing from the fucking 2 hours I just went through. God
You
damn
know
it.
what's fucking crazy?
Yeah, just wait until you have to explain it to Tori. You know,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
actually-
What's crazy, Blood King? Tell us.
I've
or
actually
QC
thought
went
about.
through a lot of
I've
stuff.
actually
He's
thought
having
about-
a bad day.
Oh, Casey's having a bad
Technical
day.
issues with microphones and stuff for his stream.
Oh. No, but I've actually thought about
What?
running for public office, and I don't want to.
I'd vote for you. Well, no, I can't lie. I don't vote. That I don't waste my time. It's my right. Hey, nobody
It
yell at
is
me.
your
It's my right as
It
an
is
American
your
citizen.
right. It is your right. You have a right to vote. You have a right to not vote.
There you go. I have a good argument if
But-
anyone wants to argue with me.
Well, I'm just gonna warn you, Quiver.
But let's not.
I'm
what's up?
gonna warn you, Quiver. If anybody does want to argue with you about that, they're gonna say some dumb shit like, "This is why Trump won," as if your vote would have done fucking anything.
Right. Yeah, they're stupid as shit anyway. All of them are. I talked to Mildew Man about this actually.
This is the only thing.
I don't know
What are
politics,
you
but he
talking
had good
about?
points.
This is the only thing politically
Politics.
I'm gonna say.
Ah. Oh.
This is the only
Yeah, what's up, Blood King?
This is the only political thing I'm going to say in this stream. The reason Trump won is because the majority of Americans are tired of woke bullshit.
Blue
You're not
haired.
wrong. You're not totally wrong with that. I can't like
Say
if
anything.
you want no. Blood King's live. I cannot talk about politics if someone's live. All right, it's way too
we gotta be
controversial.
respectful, but that
You
is
got to be
the-
respectful to people's careers. I don't want Blood King's career to just diminish over me, saying the truth. So
I get that, but I would not care if I lost my current job because I want to get out of there.
See
already.
the
But-
truth.
But at the same time,
you don't care if you lose your current job? Okay, well, I mean, hey, if you want to lose your current job, have a political opinion, my friend.
they're not going to
'Cause,
find out it was me.
Any opinion. Any
All right,
opinion,
let me-
you mean?
If you're saying that and you really want me to lay the land right now with what I have to say in regards to the Trump election, then I will say my point. Only with your permission.
Hey, that's your stream, Blood King. I don't know
Honestly-
anything about politics, so I'll just have to be quiet.
Honestly, if
Oh.
it's bad enough, I can just take
It's
down
more
the
so
stream
controversial, so that's why I say it's bad.
And, well, okay, I
where
like controversial.
People will
So
disagree.
it's probably right.
It's
probably true
another
that
thing. It's
ain't-
probably right.
Oh, it's absolutely true. Everything about it is true, and you can see it as clear
Soft
as day.
ass people.
It's just looking through looking in between the lines, really, and understanding what's happening behind the scenes. Because everybody's human, everybody's real, Like, I piss, shit, and eat, Trump does the same fucking shit, So you have to understand the process of thinking going into the election already being hated, right? Because you have to, sorry, I say it too much. The Democratic Party hates Trump. The reason being they hate Trump is Trump's, a little fucking capitalist. There's also the sheer fact of controlled adversaries, right? Look at our Congress, for starters, right? Who in Congress have dual citizenships to a foreign nation? Who in Congress have favoritism towards technocratic empires? Who in Congress have different forms of loyalty that is not in favor to the American public, right? So you have to lay that out, right?
And the fact that
Now, since you have an understanding of where Congress's loyalties lie, obviously with fucking Israel, then you see Trump, the poster boy of capitalism. Now you look at capitalism and see like the social structure of Israel, and it being obviously Jewish and Judaic, and to have ethno supremacy with Judaism. Unfortunately, I don't want to be an anti-Semitic individual, or at least sound like that. I denounce being anti-Semitic and hating everybody, right? Have a big understanding, know things
you're
more.
just asking
educate yourself.
questions. That's the thing. I feel like, right? You're just asking the questions that need to be asked.
Exactly. And so, there's a lot of individuals who've asked too many questions, and have died or have gotten backlash, severe backlash, life-changing backlash, and you've seen the pictures, right? JFK, Abraham Lincoln, all of them fucking died to oppose a banking supremacy of capitalism, right?
Yeah, now we have.
Now you take
I
the
don't know
poster
about
boy,
capitalism,
Trump.
But now we have on
Now
top of
you
that
take
Charlie
his
Kirk.
elections, right? Oh yeah, Kirk. I could talk a million and one things about Kirk and why he's important to all of this, right? But going back to 2016, Trump's election, first election, right? Everyone was sold on this fucking dude. Everybody was sold. I even was sold. I fucking voted for that stupid bitch. Because I was like, you know what? Everybody else in opposition to him is shit. So
Right, yeah.
I did the stupid
Yes,
American dog
I agree with
thing
that.
and opted in for the best next thing. I wholeheartedly trusted it, arrogantly, and then, what happened? A lot of bullshit happened. And then after Trump, what was Biden after Trump, right?
Yeah, Biden.
Sleepy
Yeah.
Joe.
Okay, Sleepy Joe comes into the fucking picture, right? After Trump. Remember, Trump is the Goblin Prince of Israel. He is the poster boy of a Jew. His dad is friends with Israelis. He is in the bed with rabbis to the
that
fucking
explains.
max. He is getting
That
butt
explains.
raped by fucking rabbis. Practically.
Ooh.
Damn near, alright? This dude is living and breathing all that shit. Now,
Dick.
he's also grown up and best friends with Epstein. Like, you see so many photos of Epstein with this fucking dude, and, you know, them grabbing on fucking teenage girls and shit. So it's obvious that Trump's a
Kill him.
pedophile,
No,
right?
my bad. No,
There's
don't
obvious
do
facts
that. Don't do
Trump's a
that. Not
pedophile. I mean, we can't really kill him. Nobody wants to kill anybody, and the only people that want to
Hell
kill
no.
people are the brain-dead fucking leftist, liberal, Marxist communists that are on the Democratic side and are praising Talmud degeneracy with 7 genders. And then you have the Republican side of just arrogant boomers who just want their little fucking liberal things. I want my house, I want my car, I want my job, I want my social status.
The victim.
I'm in my class, you know, their classism.
Yeah.
I
They
gotta
wanna
cut you off
live in
one
their
second.
area.
I didn't hear the last part. All I heard was the pedophile part. That's why I said kill him. I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say anything crazy.
No, yeah, we don't support assassination here.
No,
absolutely not.
no.
You know,
That's not what I said. But yeah, go ahead.
Being a vigilante is beyond us, because we're better than that, and we don't need to resort to brutalism and vigilante acts, right?
The greatest thing about
we're-
America is that we can talk to each other even if we disagree.
Exactly. And
Or
I'm
put him in
glad
jail
that,
for the
you
rest of his
know,
life.
you guys, as your average Americans, your pure Americans, understand that.
I'm
And
above
so-
average, but
Here we can now lay the climax, because I have already pre-explained the scenario, right? Everybody gets the picture.
Yeah.
Trump's is inaugurated in 2016. Now he's done. He has already done his fucking damage to the United States and laid the groundwork, really, for Biden to come into the picture, right? Now understanding where Congress's loyalty lies is very critical about this next part, because when Biden gets into power, his entire administration is all pro-Jew. His entire administration is also dual citizenship with Israel. Like, and now you see the complacency with the border. Now you see all these immigrants getting flooded into the country. And now this is just groundwork for the next step, right? Now Biden, Sleepy Joe is fucking gone. The dude survived 2 aneurysms and is literally, like, practically lobotomized, right? He's not a useful asset. He's lost his fucking shit. He's a corpse. Now Trump comes back into the picture, running for office. Fake assassination attempt happens, right? He doesn't even have the fucking scar on his ear anymore. Like, they lay this shit out like it's a bad Marvel movie, and you can see the script writing clear as day. It's like there's no cloud coverage, and there's like a 98-degree fucking sun radiating my fucking skin on how obvious this shit is. And, you know, you can question them. Well, they say healed this right way or whatever. Oh, I got plastic surgery or some shit. Who fucking cares? You lied. We know you lied. You did that all just to win the election, and then right when you won the election, he's not even owning up to a single fucking thing he said he was gonna do, and be like, oh yeah, America first, pro-America, this, and that, I'm a patriot. You fucking piece of shit little Jewish scumbag, non-American traitor. He is a redcoat, he is a loyalist to the crown, and he wants America to fall to communism so he can save his ass. Because, you know, Israel has all this fucking blackmail on him. Because he's the little child fucker. And so this is where we're at. Our country's hijacked. We have a fucking goblin lord controlling our country. And we really need to come back with each other and understand, what is it like to be an American? What was it like 20 years ago? What do we want to bring back to the glory days of the United States? You know, and so understanding what we want and who's in the way of it really comes down to the boiling point of, we just need to fucking get this guy out of here. We need to get these Judeo-Christians out of here. You know, I'm not saying deport them, but I am saying deport them, because that's the most legal way of doing it. They have Israel, they have their fucking country, so why do you need to be in ours and just destabilize it for money, you know? I have been a third-class citizen my entire life, and I live in a village of Sturbridge, Massachusetts. You know, like, that's where I'm from. That's my homeland. I'm a northeastern asshole. And by God, if you're gonna fucking destroy my homeland and make it so I can't own a home, make it so I can't fucking afford food, make it so I have to literally starve every day, and I'm a fucking service member, God damn it. And it's like, you do all these things, and people boil, right? People boil, it's boiling water. I'm on the fucking faucet boiling over. The water is gone. I am a pot radiated with heat, and I'm going to burn you.
Yeah. That's a good metaphor. That's a very good metaphor.
Oh yeah, I'm a Mormon, or formerly a Mormon, so I know how to use metaphors.
I do want to say...
literally the world's biggest cult.
I do want to say one thing.
But that is all I'm going to say.
And this is the thing, what is America? It's like 250 years old?
Yes.
Almost, yeah. And empires usually fall after 250 years.
We actually just hit our 250th anniversary recently.
So, I would not be surprised if America falls within the next couple years. I'm actually...
I mean, it should. Like, here's the thing, right? The hard pill to swallow is the fact that capitalism and the democratic form of capitalism is inherently the economic, like, structure of Jewish culture. And communism is just the social aspect of it. And if you put communism and capitalism together in one country, now you have a capitalist commune with social democrats, where you see Madani over in New York City who won the election. You know, you see that fucking asshole. Social democracy, dude. Social democracy, that's what they want. They want to push social democracy because it's the hairbringer of Jewish culture. That's how they run shit. And people need to get that. People don't get that because they don't study Jewish culture 2,000 fucking years back, because there's 2,000 years of evidence. History. But, I mean, I'm just some fucking kooky asshole, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Kooky.
Yeah.
No, I'll be honest, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying, but I'm just here for the ride.
There's a lot. The rabbit hole runs deep.
I don't know politics at all.
The rabbit hole runs deep, and
dude,
this is just America's portion. You know, there's Rome's portion that we can analyze.
I would not be surprised if the world goes to shit in the next 10, 15 years.
Well, the world's already gone to shit, King.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, it's gone to shit, but I mean, like, total, like, breakdown.
Audio problems.
I guess
audio
total
problems.
breakdown would be, like, Fallout. So I can agree with you, we're not there yet. But we're damn near close.
We're getting very close. And the only thing that I want to say about all the political bullshit is I'm so tired of seeing the right fight the left and the left fight the right, because it's like, you guys don't fucking understand. You are doing exactly what these fucking elite motherfuckers in the government want you to do.
Yep. Oh yeah, the globalists, yeah. Oh yeah. Technocratic globalists, yeah, they want that shit, because they want to destabilize the sovereignty of the United States so they can, you know, get the fucking powerhouse of the world out of the way.
Yeah.
So Greater Israel can come into place. Because, you know, if Iran falls and Greater Israel prevails, and the United States, you know, is just the United States being the fucking United States too busy fighting themselves, and, you know, we don't actually collectively come together as a unit.
Civil War II.
It is going to be World War III. You know, I will be fighting on behalf of Iran.
I gotta say one thing. My name is in this title. I don't know any politics. I have no affiliation with any of this.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yes.
I will change the title. I did not
Yeah.
think this would happen.
I have my own opinions. I am educated.
We are, yeah, we are all, I will say this. Do not take your political advice from us. We are just people that share what we think. We may not know everything. So
Everyone
we're not.
Should have their own opinion.
Everyone should absolutely. Everyone should have their own opinion, and you should also listen to everyone that you possibly can. Decipher what you think is true or not, and that should be it.
Open mind.
Yeah, have an
All I'm
open
saying
mind.
is if you listen, if you only watch one channel, you're only gonna know the information from that one channel.
Yep.
Yeah. That's smart.
You gotta widen your
My
horizon.
grandma always used to say,
understand.
I'm a fox watcher. And I told her you gotta
You're a
watch
fox.
all the animals.
Yeah.
No, not me. Not me. My granny. She's dead now. Don't make fun of her.
That was the most beaner thing
Stupid
you've
bitch.
ever said. Was that
Stupid
racist? Sorry.
bitch. She died
That
and
was-
left me.
that
I think we both
Oh,
were
no.
on accident. Sorry. Yeah, that's alright. We're canceled. I don't care. It is what it is. I had audio problems. I don't give a fuck about it.
No, cancel culture has lost its fucking its power.
They're a bunch of retards. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you have to look at the ADL and how they use gaslighting and cancel culture to their advantage, where they kind of weaponize it against you, right? And their little subcult of Democrats that
horrible.
are in their LGBT support, you know, Talmud's philosophy, are going crazy. Because believe it or not, if you don't really know, this is you could just study Judaism itself. Talmud is built. It's like rabbi philosophy of how they apply the Torah. That's Talmud. If you ask any Jew, they'll be like, it's education. You don't really get it quite. You know, it is what it is. And you know, I am a religious study person. I love to study religion. I love to understand every aspect of religion because, you know, I genuinely kind of wanted to be a chaplain. So, in order to be a chaplain, you need to know all the religions. And there's some issues when, you know, a religion says there's fluidity in gender and that, you know, there's 7 genders. And that's like a rabbi, like, applying that.
7?
Yeah,
Why 7?
This is real.
Why not 8? That's crazy.
That is crazy. I don't know. It could be an aspect to their fucking crazy tree idea, where yeah, it's like Kabbalah or something. Kabbalah trees or some shit. It's like some occult shit that they do. Point being, I always think in a medieval sense because it's funny, and this is going in light that you guys have recently been playing Skyrim. The creepy weirdos in the top of the mountain in the robes and shit. They're just these little fucking gooners. That's the Jews. But now, give them a race, and they're just goblins. They're goblin shamans. They have no home. They live and do their own fucking shit, and then they, you know, are able to get money over you because they have shit. You know, there's one thing that's for sure. They have 3,000 years of business practice, and that business practice is better than everybody else. Hard to swallow truth, you know. They are better businessmen. You can learn a thing or two from a Jew, but you know it's a lot of unorthodox ways of business and a lot of crude ways of business. It's effective but crude. Well, you know, there's also the fact that there's this, the American culture is genuine. The American culture is very favorable to the people. You know, we're accepting. You can come to the United States, break away from your cultural boundaries and past, and just become an American. We are probably the most diverse place in the world, and our diversity really is our strength. A lot of people in the U.S. will combat that and say that's not true. This is where me and Mr. Fuentes don't agree eye to eye. I personally am a national socialist. I am not an American Democrat. I'm not an American Republican. I'm an independent. I believe in National Socialism in its whole. And I also believe that it is perfect for the United States. It is. It's literally in the name. Socialism in itself is all the people, the blue-collar worker, myself, you guys, even the viewers. That's the socialist group. It's us. You know, we represent ourselves. And now you just give a national body to that, wow, you get America. The blue collar of America. The cops, the fucking ambulance people, the firefighters, the service workers, the nurses. That's America. That's blue collar America. That's socialism. Right there. Those are the people who should be running the country. Not these fucking politicians, not these bureaucrats. They don't even know the ideals of their own party. And like, dude, I've seen these people in-house doing legislation and like watching live stream of how they conduct themselves, and it's wild to me that, that's probably...
What up, Bomb? It's Bomb. That's my favorite fan right there, Bomb.
Hell yeah.
Bomb, you don't tell anyone else I said that.
I was about to jump in and be like, this is why I was about to jump in and be like, this is why we need fucking term limits for Congress.
Yeah, term limits, absolutely. You know, and that's for all positions, right?
Oh, absolutely. I want term limits in every single, for every single public office, every single one.
Yeah, no, I agree. And fuck it, why not make it just a year limit?
Yeah.
You run for a year. If you suck for that year, well, at least we have you for a year.
Oh, dude, I would love.
Bomb didn't like all that.
I liked how Bomb verbalized himself. That was pretty good.
Yeah, he unmuted and just said hello and then left.
I would love, I would love to shorten the terms for presidency.
I mean, why not? We're third, biggest country in the world in terms of population. That's a lot of people that could be president and bring a lot of good things to the presidency. So making a 2-year term...
Is it China?
We need to get away from the...
Is it China, Russia, America?
Something like that, I think.
Or am I backwards?
It's China, India, America.
Oh, goodness. Where's Russia?
But I was gonna say,
Pussy, Russia, catch up.
there's also so many people in this country that the two-party system just doesn't work anymore. I don't think it ever has, but it doesn't fucking
No,
work.
yeah, the two-party system is garbage. It's literally made to be... the two-party system literally is like the recipe for...
Disaster? Oh, okay. Same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
Same thing.
You know, it is the stormbringer of civil war, civil conflict, civil disobedience. Because, it is just so bred in opposition to each other.
And the other point...
I'd rather have... Sorry. You can say your point.
I was gonna say, the other thing I hate is when people are like, oh, well, we gotta protect democracy. And I'm like, this isn't a fucking democracy, dude. This is a fucking constitutional republic.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, democracy hasn't fucking worked either, because this two-party system has failed us.
Well, not only to mention, see how well it worked in other countries across the world.
I argue that the only country in history ever that democracy worked was Rome, and it's because of how small Rome was.
Yeah. And not only that, they had a good system, really.
Yeah.
Their voting system, Googling Council, all that. I had a little autistic spurg of understanding Rome and studying Rome when I was a kid. I think it was like 19-ish. Technically a kid.
I think I took a class on about the history of Rome in my first semester at OSU.
Oh. Was that college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preschool.
God. 2028 is
No,
not ready
public,
for
I mean.
MDM in college.
No, the
I don't
man's
think
going to
2028
college.
is ready.
That's a after-school special.
Yeah. Dude. So I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna go into sociology as a minor, and I'm gonna major in architecture, obviously, so I get my license. I'm an architecture designer by civilian trade. That's the only civilian trade I will claim I am affiliated to, because it's the only one I have certificate for. And I also am passionate about being an architect.
Oh, that's badass.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's aggravating but fun.
Don't use
So-
CAD. Fuck that.
God, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna use this like last 2 years I'm gonna be in the military for, before I'm 30, to re-educate myself in high school education CAD that I just completely lost because I have spent the last 7 years studying and being able to be on par with Marine like officers because I work in.
I spent the last 7 years forgetting CAD.
Yeah, literally. So, I mean, I got the design, I got the creative brain, I just need to regain that technical skill set. And then, I'm gonna go into city planning, maybe, or some places in Wisconsin, maybe. And then get into local office, and then have, like, a podcast, almost like, you know. I also have maybe an idea of starting an LLC and just, you know, creating, like, my own army. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, you could. Yeah, I was about to say you could.
I wish.
Yeah, it's funny that these Zod faggots are just controlling the United States. You know it's not legal to create militias anymore.
No shit.
It's been outlawed.
I mean, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be
legal, but,
absolutely.
Like, people do be
Congress.
getting crazy.
Nah, I think I disagree.
No. You cannot disagree. You want to know why you can't disagree? Every single state has a National Guard. That National Guard is the official militia of that state as a representative. You cannot start a militia in your state and be the official militia of that state as a representative. You're an unofficial organization that is a militant group and considered a threat by the FBI and the NSA and the CIA.
Oh, that's why.
You're
Okay.
a domestic threat if you start a militia.
Well, no,
That is
what
in
I
the
was
eyes of legislation.
what I was trying to say is I disagree with Quiver on. I don't know. I could be hearing your words wrong, but if you were saying that you should be able to start your own militia, then I disagree because like you said,
Dude,
people are
I don't
crazy.
know. I'm not even listening to anything y'all are saying, if I'm being honest with you.
So we're just gonna ignore what Quiver said.
As a grain of salt, yeah.
Quiver didn't say anything actually.
I just don't know politics, so there's no point. But y'all keep going, man. I'm
The National
as long as
Guard,
y'all have
yeah,
to-
I'm fine with the National
There's
Guard.
good and bad that can come out of militias, but here's the thing, if you start a legal militia and you have no ill intent, then you're fine. But if you're starting a militia and have ill intent and using the Second Amendment against,
Yeah, that's fucked.
rightful use of it, then you are a domestic terrorist. and
Imagine
you'll be
if-
treated accordingly.
Imagine if
That's
Antifa
where
was
the
able
National
to
Guard comes in.
become a legal militia.
Well, Antifa is a legal militia. They are allowed to be
That is, yeah, that
themselves.
is true.
Like
And
they
I don't-
aren't really
I just want to say,
subjugated.
I don't think anybody would have a problem with the literal meaning of Antifa being anti-fascist. I don't think anybody has a problem with that. I think what people have a problem with is people using that name to commit terrorist acts in the name.
I mean, it's no different what they did in 1920.
Yeah.
Just saying. Weimar Republic, Germany, man.
Yeah, I have no problem with like combating bad things. I have a problem with combating good things in the name of combating bad things.
Oh yeah. It's like the concept of fighting fire with fire, really.
Yeah.
It's just like understanding history is very fucking critical to just any form of politics because you have the groundwork of the success and downfall of various forms of politics in history, and so obviously history repeats itself when you don't know it.
You want to, yeah, I agree there completely. You want to know history
Let's just
so
lay
that
out
it.
the fucking here's one for you. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad. You know why he's significant?
Are we talking about Ghislaine Maxwell?
Her dad.
Her dad? Okay. We're talking about the dude
You know
with
why he's significant?
We're talking about the girl that the father of the girl that was involved with. I don't want to say his name. Okay, I didn't want to say his name, but yeah.
Yeah. If you don't say the name, it's like the fucking Voldemort thing. You gotta say the name.
Okay.
Right? Just say the
Well,
name.
forget about it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit.
Don't say his name. He'll know who you are. Like,
got a
it's
point.
the same fear-mongering tactics, you know. J.K. Rowling was excellent with her script writing with this, and emulating truth in the real world through fiction. I personally love J.K. Rowling for different reasons, but we won't get into that.
It's not really like. It's not really like.
That wasn't a diss.
I just want to say it's not really like I'm not like afraid of saying his name. It's just like I don't know what YouTube likes and doesn't like, so it's like a matter of like
That
being
is fair.
careful. But like,
I'll call him E-Boy.
but at the same time, I just don't care.
Yeah. I mean,
E-boy. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Zionists fucking control YouTube anyways. So
Yeah. Well.
True.
Yeah. Fuck them.
it's like if they wanted to cancel us or me or anything that has like almost little to no platform, then they can fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and
right.
honestly,
don't
if
do it,
they
then it's
want
like, whatever.
if they want to cancel me, like a small YouTube, I have like less than 50 subscribers. If they want to cancel a YouTuber as small as me, then they're a fucking cowardice piece of shit anyway.
Oh yeah,
wanna
I mean that's what they did to Nick
yourself
Fuentes for
short.
10 years.
You don't talk about yourself that way, and don't sell yourself short, motherfucker.
Dude, I have less than 50 subscribers. I can't do anything but sell my source.
People that love you.
short.
That's 50 fucking people that want to fuck with you. You shut up. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, how come I don't have 50 views a stream, dude?
Oh, dude, I don't know. YouTube, yeah, the algorithms. No, I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry.
That's why I'm like, I don't even think I want to just do anything on YouTube anymore. Maybe like have like some scene YouTube, but I'm just gonna go on Rumble. I'd rather just be on Rumble so I can be offensive, and if my viewer base wants to be as offensive as I am, then I mean, hey, that's my fucking viewer base, my friend.
Dude, I could start streaming Powerwash Simulator on Rumble.
Or kick.
That way you can say certain things that you can't say here.
Yeah, that's true.
Or kick.
I've watched
The only issue with that is media coverage. Not everyone's on Rumble, but Nick Fuentes changed that.
sometimes I'll catch Steven Crowder live. It's not necessarily that I agree with everything he says. I just like to watch him because it's interesting to hear what he says, and I like to listen to everyone I can.
Oh yeah, as you should. I literally consult a Marxist, like a complete Marxist. You know, like he sucks the dick of Madani, bro.
Ooh.
Like he is such a diehard fan for fucking being a communist liberal. His dad is an erotic photographer. He goes to porn conventions. This fucking individual is also a swinger. Never locks his door.
Oh.
You know, like, absolute fucking degenerate Marxist communist, right? And then you take me, you know, born into Christianity, is a National Socialist, is kind of neo-Nazi, and I'm in the military, care about my shit, I denounce pornography because it's disgusting. It should be illegal.
I love porn.
I will say that. I don't care what anyone says.
Watching porn.
Quiver's just jerking off to porn right now, in spite.
I can't focus. There's a video on right now. See, I'm the kind of Croatian. Yeah, I don't fucking know politics, so I'm just here to be stupid. Y'all keep going.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But yeah, porn is disgusting. Not only to mention, porn is utilized as a psychological warfare asset for counterintelligence, so, you know, we can get into that if you really want to, but I've been analyzing with my military knowledge the Israelis' counterintelligence and espionage assets that they place in here, like the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro.
Oh yeah, I can't stand Ben lately.
Dude, you know fucking Fuentes is going to be publicly debating Shapiro?
Oh, that'll be fun to watch.
That is going to be so goddamn funny.
That's gonna be awesome.
The fact that Shapiro publicly like walks around with his family just so he has a shield is actually kind of like sad, you know? Like, why do you have to bring innocent people into protecting yourself because you just have like a bad
That's kind of fun.
political affiliation?
Can I just say something?
You know?
I want to ask you a question real quick, Mildew.
Of course.
Do you want either A, watch, or B, know of Matt Walsh?
fucking Matt Walsh. Yeah, I know fucking Matt Walsh, dude.
He may not be one of the most popular figures, but I've seen people comment like, dude, just either like say that you love Israel or leave the Daily Wire. And I'm like, man, I don't know. Matt, I think he can be cool. I just think that his affiliation to the Daily Wire is what's holding him back.
Yeah, so people are opportunists, right? And we can't demonize them for taking opportunity, right? But there's a certain level of opportunism that, you know, you can really use and validate. Because, I don't know, man, like, sellouts are a thing. APAC,
Yeah, 100%.
that whole fucking thing, it's wild, right? And I want to route back, since we're on top of the Shapiro. Nick Fuentes, when he got onto Tucker Carlson's little fucking show on YouTube and gave his life story, I wholeheartedly listened to this guy's story. Because when I look at Fuentes, I see myself, because growing up, you know, I didn't really have a good social ground because I was born and raised a Mormon. I was one of 2, maybe 3 Mormons in my entire school of well over 1,000 students, not in one grade. That's just all 4 grades collected. And, you know, that is a very, very extreme difference in demographic, right?
Yeah.
And most of these people are from all around the United States or from, you know, whatever. I went to Tantasco Regional High out of Sturbridge, Massachusetts. It's like, it's a rich little place. I don't give a shit. And I'm not even fucking from there anymore. You know, I live in the Midwest, and I'm only going to say that in itself, because I love the Midwest. And I am living in your fucking tree line as a homeless man. And I will look at you through the fucking
watch out.
window. Every viewer.
And I'll be there too.
Beware.
Yeah.
The mildew man's watching.
I'll be there too.
The Mildred man.
I have fucking 10 years of Marine Corps infantry skill set, goddammit. I will fucking use it to stalk you.
Mildew man, how did you not
Watch
know I was
yourself.
behind you the whole time then?
Ooh.
Because I
It's
had 4 years
because
of
I let
training.
I let you be dying. I want you to be dying.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I know, because when you slipped it in, you didn't stop me.
Oh, we got a love interest.
I mean, y'all, if you guys want to keep, I'm chilling listening to you guys, to be honest. I'm still drained
Hey,
as
man,
fuck
I haven't
from my
even started
stream, so I
drinking
enjoy
yet.
listening to you guys. Oh, shit. I enjoy listening and chilling right now. So keep it up, dog.
Oh yeah.
So
Going
it's a good going.
to the Shapiro thing, right? Nick Fuentes, the Tucker Carlson show. The gear shift changed with Tucker Carlson was really coming out and being like, okay, I'm really gonna put myself out at risk here and stick my neck out and be that person, you know, be the guy. He was the one, and I gotta respect that. You know, I didn't really like Tucker. I thought he was a little bit of a shill, you know. I mean, like, Fuentes was on his ass too. There was a lot of things that, you know, he would say or do, and, you know, he was part of Fox News. Fox News is obviously controlled. It's just as much as CNN is controlled, and it's just controlled adversaries, creating tension to distract the public. So, you know, these legislators that have dual citizenships can push the legislation, like the militia one, and how it's illegal to create a militia, under our noses. You don't even know that that was a thing until I told you. This was pushed. I could fact check myself, but it was pushed years ago. And, you know, understanding the origin story of Fuentes is really, really critical. Because this fucking kid, 17, 18 years old, going to Boston University in 2016, I believe it was, right? I am from Massachusetts. Nick Fuentes was an hour and a half away from where I live. At the same exact time that I was, you know, doing my thing, right? But, sorry. The Shapiro shit. he basically started being pro-Trump. He went to Boston University to be pro-Trump, right? He was a diehard fan for MAGA. He, you know, wore the MAGA hat, debated the Boston University fucking people. Massachusetts is inherently liberal, inherently, like, democratic, very anti-Trump. So, you know, this guy...
Sorry,
Nick
I
Fuentes
got a
coming from
Lunchable.
Lunchable? Coming from a...
Yeah, that was loud. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't even hear it. Fuentes is coming from a 95% suburb of, like, white suburb in Chicago. Like, he is... I don't really know Chicagoans. I'm not from there. I don't really understand their city social structure. I know it's very segregated. I know it's very segregated.
I grew.
Itself,
I was born there.
Really. You were born there? Oh well. You know,
Yeah,
you as a Chicagoan,
I hate Chicago.
Respectfully can understand that
burn to
Chicago's
the
weird,
ground.
right? But here's the thing. Yeah, Illinois, oddly enough, generates the most Americans. As you look at George Lincoln Rockwell, Lieutenant Commander or Commander, and the creator of the APN, or yeah, ANP. You look at Abraham Lincoln, obviously, that's a no-brainer, and then obviously Fuentes. Look at this fucking kid. You know, it is just generational, really, of these people who are just American nationalists. Long story short, this kid fucking debates his president, the student president body, and then completely wins by a landslide. And who's in the audience recording the whole thing? Ben Shapiro's secretary. And now, Ben Shapiro's secretary has 5 people already wanting to hire Fuentes as like a political influencer for the Daily Wire or whatever of like sub shows that they have, and creating kind of like this media outlet network. This motherfucker at 18 years old goes into a stupid debate, has 100 viewers if not less, wins the debate, and then gets 5 jobs by the Daily Wire. And then when he rejected it, they then started hating on him and calling him anti-Semitic for it. And you know, well, he also realized what is in Trump's way. Well, it's the media. And who runs the media? Well, the Jews. Well, now it's anti-Semitic. Now he's not getting the jobs from the Daily Wire. Well, now why am I not getting the jobs from the Daily Wire? Who are you in the Daily Wire? Who are you, Ben Shapiro? And now...
Nobody even knows who he is.
Here we are. Now here we are. Years later, 150, or like 1,500 fucking episodes of Fuentes' stupid show, of his entire life story out there in the open for you to watch. I haven't even, like... I've clocked at least maybe 2 hours of listening to Fuentes legitimately on Rumble, and I haven't even started anything else. I watched this guy through clips. I mean, and he has good talking points. He's well educated. He's well informed. And I really am curious to see where Fuentes' information comes from. You know, where is your intelligence network? What is your intelligence network? How do you get the inside scoop of all this shit? You know, I simply just want to understand that. Because once you understand that, well, I mean, every American. And that means every American can be on the same par as Fuentes. He's not getting gatekept. He's not a leader. You know, everybody's a leader. He's have that Negan mindset. We're all Negan.
Ah, I love Negan.
Yeah. Yep. See how I route it back? I love Negan as well, and his leadership philosophy is fucking great because
I'm Negan.
I'm Negan. Exactly. If I'm gonna take my platoon,
There you go. We're all part of the same
assault, and I get killed, well then, my guys who are Negan will understand everything that I understand, and it's just creating a hive mind. Really, it's a hive mind mentality. It's basically like Warhammer 40k Tyranids or the Flood from fucking Halo, where it's just you have your little infectors, and then your infectors have a signal, psychic signal, and then that psychic signal goes and collects collective thought, you know, collective thought bullshit. they basically depend on these large, well-educated individuals so they can control the one individual to control the mass. But to destroy that, you need to have the Negan mindset to have the collective thought. That's why socialism is so critical. But, you know, I'm going into the nitty-gritty of it. So
I just want to say one thing. I hate the word educated because a lot of people that use... I'm not saying that you're not using it correctly. I think you are using it correctly. I hate the word educated because a lot of people use that word incorrectly because they're not actually educated. You know, you'll hear people be like, oh, well, we're smart. And it's like, well, the smartest thing would be to realize that both parties suck and you're still fighting this party war. So...
When I was talking to my Marxist friend today, he made the analyzation that I never picked up on how the Democratic Party is filled with bureaucrats, and their policy is like, you know, you need politicians for their policy, so they don't know how to run things as a politician. So they are just so like one-sided, where they're just jerking off too much with their right hand, and their left hand's fucking weak. And then it's just vice versa. It's vice versa. The Republican Party, the GOP, are having an internal conflict and this internal civil war with each other, and they're all politicians. They have a strong message, a strong, you know, political message to sway the people, but they fucking suck at being bureaucrats. Enforcing their ideology.
I've always...
And so now you have this fucking dude who's jerking off too much with his fucking lefty, and his right hand is weak as shit.
I've always been of the, belief system, like, I've always agreed with George Washington. I don't know if you know, when he left, he was like, hey, do not let America divulge into a two-party system. I've always been with George Washington on that. Like,
there's also another factor. It wasn't George Washington a fucking Mason, though? I have a friend that's more Republican than I am. And I even was talking to him at one point, I'm with George Washington. Like, the two-party system is just destroying America. And he was like, well, what solution do you propose? And, of course, I don't have a fucking solution. I don't know. Oh, yeah, most people don't.
I don't know what's best for America, and I'm not going to pretend to know. And I'm not going to be ashamed that I don't know. But that, like, set me off, because it's like... Yeah, it set me off because it's like, that argument's so shit. Just because I don't know doesn't mean it's a bad argument. It's a good argument. You just don't want to accept that it's a good argument.
Oh yeah, 100%. You are quite correct, my friend. Like, all the factors that you're saying are completely grounded in truth, and the people need to understand that. You know. Quite literally take the fucking pill, man. Just take the pill. You know, roll them back to the Matrix.
Yeah, I was literally about to say it's the Matrix.
I hope people actually understand the Matrix analogy, right?
I feel like I do. Just remind me, what pill was it? The red or blue pill that showed you reality?
So the red pill shows you reality. Blue pill, you know, changes. It brings you back to your world. Right? And the analogy of the Matrix to Americans and the critical message that it brings is the fact that you need to break away from your first world thinking mindset and realize that there's another world outside of the United States. You know, we are probably the most politicized individuals in the entire globe, right? The average American doesn't even know what the fuck geopolitics even is. And that alone is a concern, because now if you don't know what geopolitics are, then what the fuck, you don't know what's going on in the world. Did you know that
homeboy, I'm eating a
AFD,
Lunchables writing Minecraft lore.
Fuck yeah.
You think I know what that means?
that means you're being an American
gay
poet.
Thank you.
An author.
I love you, Milkman. Or not Milkman.
I love you too.
Mildew Man. I love you, Milkman. You're not Milkman.
In a non-homosexual way, and in a more brotherhood way, I love you.
Fuck. God damn it. Me too. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to throw that in. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, you know, the whole Matrix thing. Break away. Break away. from your first world mindset. Have geopolitical understanding. Think out of the box, right? Take the red pill. Look at what the big picture is. Question authority. Be that fucking that piece of water that is dripping in your house that you can't fucking fix, right? Be annoying. Be that 5-year-old that keeps asking questions, right? What are they gonna do? Tell you to fucking shut up? Why the aggression? Why tell me? Why silence me?
Why? Yeah,
Question.
exactly. I'm right there with you. Why are you trying to silence me? All I want to, I just want to learn.
Exactly.
I think that's what really turned me off from Democrats, pretty much since Biden won. Because they would just say, hey, like, why are you asking questions? Shut up. There's nothing wrong. I think it was a lot to do with Biden's mental decline. I was like, hey, like, am I not allowed to question the mental capabilities of my president? And they were like,
2 aneurysms. He's like not medically fit. You know,
yeah.
He's a liability. If he goes down, we need the vice president, and the fucking vice president is another 8-pack sellout, like fucking Kamala Harris. Like, we just need to really focus on this 8-pack tracker and the fact that all these politicians are taking money from a fucking foreign lobby.
Yeah, and
just to have like a political message.
Yeah,
they're basically sponsors.
Yeah, and I just want to say it doesn't, and I assume it's the same thing with you, Mildew. It doesn't matter what country these politicians are taking money from. Just don't fucking take money from them. You're an American politician.
Yeah,
you're an American politician. You do what's best for Americans. If you don't do that, you shouldn't be in the government.
Since you guys are old heads like I am, you remember that fucking one movie, Shooter?
Shooter, maybe, I don't know.
It was like a sniper movie. It was like this fucking what's his fucking name?
Are you talking about Bradley Cooper?
I think so.
American Sniper?
American
No,
Sniper.
I didn't I heard the last part
Shooter.
of it.
It was called Shooter.
Oh, that could be before my time.
So
I'm not, like, I don't know.
Movies.
If it was in the 2000s, then maybe not, but if it was before the 2000s.
Wahlberg.
Oh, I should have got that.
Yeah. Best sniper scene from Shooter, 2007 with Mark Wahlberg.
I haven't seen the movie, but I should have been able to tell you.
I can tell you the war movie, if it is a war movie, the war movie I've seen that I remember the most is Warfare.
Hell yeah. The thing I wanted to point out with Shooter, though, is it's a movie about a veteran that gets practically fucked over by a politician, American politician, in fact. There was some, weird drama with it, and, he kind of just says fuck you and does covert ops against them. And I like to analyze the fact that the main villain of this story is an American senator. And the main hero is a vigilante veteran. What the fuck does that say? This is coming out in 2007.
Yeah. Legitimately, what does that say?
Iraq, Afghanistan, and we already fucking, did all this shit in the Middle East and wasted fucking lives. Coming as a service member, I have staff sergeants. I have gunnies. I have master sergeants who went overseas, fought, and had guys die. They're friends. I see the pictures on the fucking wall of my boss's office of the dudes who were in his squad that died.
Oh, dude.
And it really fucking boils my goddamn blood to
Dude,
my core.
I've never seen combat, and I never will, but seeing the pictures of the real life people and what happened to them and how they currently live, like there was a guy that was in a wheelchair, I think with both, like either one or both of his legs blown off after the events of warfare, and that shit pissed me off. Like, I will never experience what that, I will never experience what that guy experienced, but like, why did he have to lose his leg or legs for the will of our fucking politicians? That's bullshit. Well, because like, in Warfare, I don't remember exactly. I don't know if you've seen the movie Mildew, but I don't remember exactly which battle it was that Warfare covered. I don't even remember what country it was they were in, but it was the War on Terror. I know that.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
It
Yeah.
came out pretty recently, didn't it?
It came out pretty recently. I just can't remember. I know it was the War on Terror. I just don't remember what.
The new one.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think this is like.
I think it was Afghanistan. I want to say Afghanistan. I could be wrong.
Chicks with dicks.
Warfare is a 2025 war film written and directed by Ray Mendoza.
It was either Afghanistan or Iraq. Iraq. Yep.
Iraq. Battle of Ramadani.
Yep. That movie fucked me up
so,
too.
You know, it is a very critical time in history, right? And I work with these people. I talk to these people. And I see the fucking photos of the guys that died. And you know, as a Marine, I have gotten to experience quite literally the American version of the Brotherhood of Steel. And the Brotherhood of Steel in America, which is the Marine Corps, is got to be the most eye-opening organization that I have ever been a part of. Because one, they made me not as racist, but also a super racist at the same time. And I wanted to say that because now I understand strength and diversity. Because fuck, my entire platoon, I have a Pakistani, a full-blood Lithuanian, I have 5 black guys, I have an Indian, and 3 Mexicans. And fuck, dude. 2 of my NCO candidates for corporal are black guys from Chicago. And you want to know something? It's like, these guys bring a lot of fucking diversity to the table of, well, what can you do to apply your mindset into things? And so they take aspects of their culture. They take aspects of, you know, what they understand based in their culture. And the beauty of Chicago, the beauty of the Midwest, is its diversity and also its segregation. The mutual respect of saying "fuck you, I don't like you" based on you being you and your culture and just your identity is beautiful to me because I come from Massachusetts. Massachusetts is all like inclusive, you know, needs to love everybody, this and that communist bullshit. Well, the only reason why they push that is because, you know, the birthplace of the United States was Massachusetts. And so if you have a unified Northeast, it will just breed insurrection. And now you take the Midwest, where you have the core American workers, the pioneers, you know, coming over to the Northeast for school. Now you have a really, really good chemistry of core Americans who don't know the outside world and are the farmers, with the revolutionary historians, and the only place in the U.S. that has some of the fucking top schools in the world. You know, we got WPI, MIT, Harvard, like all these fucking other schools. We have a melting pot of all the people, all the smartest minds in the U.S. coming to Massachusetts. And, you know, it creates a lot of weird diversity, because when you get so smart, you get so high up on the fucking thing, it dilutes, and you just start having weird off branches of philosophy and how to apply it, and you just get these fucking weirdos at the top.
Can I just ask a question real quick?
Yes.
When you say, what was it, the birthplace of America in Massachusetts, was that it?
Yes.
Are you talking about the Boston Tea Party, or are you talking about something else?
I'm talking about the American Revolution.
Okay.
I'm talking about
You're just
Hill.
okay. You're just talking about it in general.
I'm talking about Bunker Hill.
Bunker Hill in
I'm talking
specific.
about
Okay.
where it started, exactly where it all began. You know.
Because you say
we also have
you
Plymouth
say
Rock.
you say Massachusetts. I think Boston's in Boston, Massachusetts. That's a thing.
Technically, the start of it was the Tea Party, where they
But
were
it-
2% increase on tax on tea. We were fucking pissed
But it
about
wasn't
We were like,
the
fuck
total start. It wasn't the true start.
It was the true start. I will say it was the true start of the revolution. That it like guns fired in Massachusetts, like
Okay.
ships from the British Empire rolled into the port of Massachusetts. That was the front line of the revolution. And you know, that's why I say it's the birthplace.
I think I get what you're
Because,
saying
you know,
then, because
it's where we claimed our independence, right?
yeah, Massachusetts.
It's where we really put our foot down against an oppressive king.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And was
It
yeah.
wasn't the city of Boston. It was just the state
No.
of Massachusetts in total.
The state of, yes, the Commonwealth, the people.
Yeah. Okay.
Paul Revere.
Yep.
You know?
The British are
Right.
coming. The British are coming.
Yes, and I've literally like I've been to the places that our founding fathers have stood. I have literally been to Bunker Hill, and you know it's sad to me. I've talked to Marines, I've talked to American youth. They don't even know what Bunker Hill was. They don't even know what Bunker Hill is.
I will
They don't
say
even know the significance of it.
the only.
And I'm just like,
I think the
wow.
only. I think the only like historical place, in terms of like the American Revolution that I've been was, George Washington's home in D.C.
damn.
So I don't know if I've been to other places. I did. It was a
You
school
need to
trip.
come to Boston, my friend.
It was a school trip, so I was to a lot of I got to visit a lot of historical places in DC, but I don't know how many of those places
You
have.
also have to understand, DC was formed later on.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what I was about to say. I don't.
1775, DC wasn't even a fucking thing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't know how much of DC has revolutionary history. Probably none of it.
It has like American history. It
Yeah.
has, you know, like a little. Bit
Obviously
more later,
Obviously the
shit.
White House, the government buildings, shit like that, presidential homes, but probably no revolutionary history. I will say,
Yeah, no revolutionary history. Like we went down to Lexington and Concord, but we didn't really go too far. We went too far north because of the ports, but I can't remember really, and I need to re-educate myself on most of my history because I've been so out of it with it. So I don't have my information completely on spot, but there's one things I do know, there's the things I'm passionate about, and that's fucking Bunker Hill. Like, I believe that if I volunteer myself in living like a homeless man, I can understand homeless better. And I'm the type of person where I need to live it to understand it. I need to walk it to understand it. If I want to design a fucking city that is inherently grounded in Japanese culture, I need to walk around Japan. I need to see Japan. I need to understand how their cities are made, how their roads are laid out, how people throw away their trash, how businesses are resided, how advertising is done. I need to look at all these factors and take away with it my own education.
yeah, that makes
You gotta
sense.
go where the metal meets the meat, son.
Exactly.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And so, in doing that, in the birthplace of the American Revolution, you really get a good understanding of how it felt, what it was like. Really putting your shoes and using empathy of what those fucking colonists felt fighting an oppressive force. And I think that's critical for Americans today, especially, to feel and understand because we have a communist takeover of our country. And we can't let that really happen.
Yeah.
I know I'm not.
It has no relation.
Anyone that wants to follow me, I will wholeheartedly accept. But,
Oh, I'm
it
right.
is a psychological cultural warfare.
I'm right there
it's
with
not
you,
a-
man. I'm right there with you. And I was,
Yeah, it's
I was gonna say
it's
it
not a
has.
battle of guns, right? It's not a battle of guns.
Yeah, it's
I can't stress that enough. Violence is not the first fucking take.
no,
Do not
it's
act in violence.
100%. If you ask me,
Anyone
it's
that acts in violence in terms of revolution and doing the same fucking shit in 1775 is stupid. 1775 was a different time,
yeah,
right? And we live in the 21st century, in 2025. We have drones, we have AI tech, we have a military that's not willing to do what it's supposed to do, right? We have the FBI, we have mass corruption, you know. There's so many factors that is so against the American citizen that if we did pull off a violent insurrection, it would be squashed quickly, precisely, and without remorse, just like the Hezbollah is over in Gaza, right? They completely destroy those people without relent.
And I think that's why
if we do the same thing, it's just going to be the same shit.
I think that's why I hate the arguments about, oh, but what about January 6th? Because like these people don't realize if we really tried to do something like that, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it was planned, it was staged, it was not a real thing. Because if we really tried to do something like that, you really think the government wouldn't deploy the military to suppress us?
Well, they would deploy the National Guard, to say the least.
100%. And they absolutely could.
Yeah, they 100% could. You know, and that's the thing that I try to, you know, tell people. Like, that's why you can't have a violent insurrection. That's why it's a culture war. That's why it's a war of words. You know, and it's a war of theatrics. It's a war of morale.
Yeah,
it's a war of personal being.
I say that, you know, I still believe it to this day. The military is mostly Republican, or at least not Democrat. I don't want to say Republican. At least they're not, like, at the very least.
Conservative, yeah.
I was going to say, at the least they're not Democrat. So, in a civil war, if the military were able to choose sides, they're going against the government.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But
veterans historically have always been against establishment.
But
like this has been a thing since the start of the 19th century.
Yeah, 100%. But in an instance of, oh, there's a violent insurrection that started out of nowhere, the military is going to do what it's told.
Oh yeah. They'll so people also like to distort the military does what it's told thing, where they think that we're just like these, you know, Zog drones, and we're like Order 66, we're the clones.
Yeah, which
we have trips and everything. No,
I don't think that at all.
We have the UCMJ, we have the fucking ability to question leadership's choice. You know, we have groundwork in understanding what's right and wrong. We can question leadership in their choice of applying whatever. And if it goes against certain things, it's very obvious. Like, if my officer tells me to go and massacre an entire town because he thinks that they're hoarding, you know, a gun cache for terrorists, well then, you know, I can question him and be like, oh well, sir, are these actually terrorists, or are these freedom fighters for an oppressed nation? And, you know, is taking those guns, even if they are existent, what is the benefit? What is the strategic value of doing this? You know, can you really sell your fucking leadership points on doing this? Right? And I try to invite my junior Marines, my service members, like companions, to question leadership. Really put them in their fucking shoes. Right? You want to be the leader, you want to go to college and be a prick and skip fucking 9 ranks, go ahead. But now you're in the fucking hot seat, bub.
Yeah,
now you
100%.
need to hold the hot potato and fucking grab it like it's a dick. Because you're a fucking little gay boy.
Yeah.
I never liked cops.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I'm tired of is just, I don't know, you probably know him, just Chris Valenti talking shit on the military, thinking that they're all gonna do whatever they're told to do, and it's like, that's not the way it is. And my problem, I bring him up because my problem with Chris Valenti is that he talks so much shit on the military as if...
No. My headphones.
Oh. Did you hear what I was saying?
Hold on. Ah, headphones died.
Alright, just, if you can hear me, let me know when you can hear me, like, 100%.
Alright.
Everything good?
Yes. Okay. Headset down. Sorry.
Okay.
Where was I?
No, you're good. Yeah, we were talking about, like, the military being able to, like, make their own decisions. I had brought up Chris Valenti, because he was, like, I had seen a video, like, he was talking about, like, a elite Russian force was being deployed to, like, a certain country and being like, oh, the U.S. military, they absolutely can't take that. And it's like, and someone was replying to him like, dude, this is, like, the reserves. Like, these are the people that chose not to leave, and they're definitely not the elite Spetsnaz forces. It wasn't the Spetsnaz, but it was something else that was, like, the elite Russian forces. I can't remember what their name was. And it was, like, to Cuba, I think.
Are you talking about, like, Wagner Group? I mean, that's like...
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. It would definitely...
Wagner Group was a PMC that operated outside of Russian government, so they were able to kind of do illegal shit because they operated as a merchant group.
It might have been the Wagner Group, but the dude that was replying to Chris was, like... was basically saying the Wagner Group was not as good as it had been historically. So the U.S. military, because what Chris Valenti was trying to say is that, oh, hey, this elite, Chris Valenti was basically trying to say this elite Russian group was being deployed, and that the U.S. military had no chance. And so the dude replying was like, you're not telling the truth at all. Like, this group is like the reserves, like the most elite veteran forces that were a part of this group before originally are no longer a part of this group. So this group is not to be feared at all especially by the U.S. military. So the reason I brought him up was because, you know, he likes to talk a lot of shit on the U.S. military because for some reason he wants them to fail, I guess. I don't know. Which is just not going to happen.
I agree. And, yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of things with it, but...
I don't know.
I've been ranting for about an hour and a half now.
No problem with me.
QC!
I ain't got no problem with that. Yeah, I don't know. He might have been tired. He's gone through a lot of shit today.
Yeah, I'm just kind of sad he left. The story's not here yet.
Yeah. I don't got any problem with you ranting. I love talking about stuff like this. Because I love my country and I'll die for it. I don't care what anybody says.
Me too. I wholeheartedly love this country.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I love this country.
I love the state of Wisconsin.
My thing is always this, you know, I saw liberals, because I'm right there with you. I'm not like fully blown a conservative. I'm not a MAGA Republican. I'm not a diehard Trump person.
You're just an American.
Yeah, I'm an American, and I want what's best for America. You know, at the end of it, one of my buddies described me as a libertarian conservative, and I've kind of ran with that since then, because I think I really am a libertarian conservative.
Yeah.
I've always thought that I was a libertarian. You know, I want lower taxes, I want a smaller government. I will say, I think this might be my most extreme position. I want less gun control, even though I understand with how much violent gun crime we've had, I can understand wanting more gun control. I just don't think that's the solution. I think the solution is less gun control. Go ahead.
You basically believe in a society that is well armed and, you know, have trust and validity in the community that will shoot the fuck out of you.
What was the last bit that
No.
you? Oh, I'm sorry.
That they won't shoot the fuck out of you. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're good.
Which, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I can agree with that. Like, I think the current Second Amendment is there just so, you know, we really have that understanding of, like, well, actually, no, it's not even Second Amendment, it's more so just gun control and regulation.
Now, I want to say, I do not think that, like, I can understand some gun laws. Like, obviously, I don't want criminals to have guns.
Well, here's the thing, they're gonna get it anyway.
Yeah, I just, you know, I want law-abiding citizens to be able to have access to firearms so that they can protect themselves against people that are going to break the law to own firearms.
Oh yeah, but see, then you create a society that is inviting, you know, the use of defense, and so now you're gonna get those fucking people that are like, oh, I really got a gun, I really want to use it to defend myself, then they just try to justify killing someone.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I'm there. Yeah, I'm there with you.
And now this is really critical on the fucking law legislators, the fucking, you know, courts to really, really lock in with applying justice to those who deserve justice and who don't deserve justice. And you know, identifying, differentiate the difference between the two is probably the most critical part to this issue.
Yeah.
Now, like the political aspect of gun control and guns it being less, you know, it works only in cultural understanding, right? Everybody and their mother, you know, wants to be armed to defend themselves. But now you have the situation of domestic issues, you know, like people using the guns for wrong, the kids getting radicalized, it's off of some other things, stealing the gun from their parent to go shoot up the school, you know, all these issues with guns, and it's like, people are the issue, the guns aren't the issue, and so
100%.
like, we need to have a better society and control of society in order to have more freedom with guns. And, you know, Wisconsin as a state, or New Hampshire as a state, does it really, really well, where they do believe in open carry. Wisconsin state, you can open carry long rifle, literally, loaded, with a mag of 30, like,
Woo.
literally. That is the state of Wisconsin, like.
It's a great state.
This is coming straight from a, sheriff of Dane County, the Dane County Sheriff, right? Like, Dane County is the same county as that's it, around Madison, I believe, right?
I don't know
Tori
Wisconsin that well.
Yeah, Tori can fact check me that when she's done her read it, but yeah, no, like the protests in Madison, there was a bunch of people there with rifles, and you know, no one did anything wrong. You never really hear anything bad happen in Wisconsin when it comes to like insurrections or civil disobedience. You know, you see like serial killers and shit like that, and more cynical people.
Yeah, which you see
You
pretty
get
much
anywhere,
everywhere.
you know?
Yeah, you can get that everywhere.
Exactly.
That's the main reason that I'm against like gun legislation is because, or any just legislation to prevent innocent civilians from protecting themselves, because like evil is going to exist anywhere that evil wants to exist.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Dane County in is Madison in Dane County? Is Madison in Dane County? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to fact check that.
No problem for me. I absolutely love people that want to fact check themselves, so you got no problem with me on that.
Absolutely. You know, you need to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. The most important thing in life is the truth, and
Oh no.
I only ever want to debate people. Not that this is a debate. I don't consider this a debate. I just consider this a
No, it's more of a conversation.
yeah, it's a conversation. But if I were to debate someone, the prerequisite is that they have to be able to admit the truth. Not admit it, but accept it. That's really what I want to say.
I mean, they need to be grounded in reality.
Yeah. If you can't accept the truth, then this is my personal belief. If you can't accept the truth, then there's no point in debating you.
Yeah. That's a good point. Like, why debate someone that's delusional?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it's like, oh well. No, I just put chip over my fucking chest. God damn it.
You know, it's like, I think you brought it up earlier, the January 6th shit. Either I or you brought it up, I don't remember.
I think you mentioned it and I touched on it.
Yeah, like, we can admit the truth that it was fucking stupid and it should have never happened.
Oh yeah, well there's also the fact that it was filled with feds.
Yeah, 100%.
Like some people showed up and like were actually like real activists, and they got kind of fucked over.
And I also think that there were people there that genuinely thought the election was stolen from Trump, which I don't believe. I think there was some. I'll be honest. I think that.
Rigged.
I think there were some shady evidence. There were some shady things that happened, like in the middle of the night.
Rigged.
It may have been. I don't have all the information, so I don't want to make.
Well, I mean, just seeing like who is in affiliation with APAC and like who's collecting money from certain areas. The money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Behind the head of the
Money is absolutely the root of all evil. The reason I said I didn't want to like make any absolute, statements or anything like that. Like, I went to bed one night. I remember I was watching the 2020 election closely. I went to bed one night. Trump was ahead of Biden. I woke up the next morning and Biden was all of a sudden ahead of Trump, so I was like, okay, is this something that's not believable? Not necessarily. Is this something that you could look at and say, is it more believable that the Dems cheated? You could kind of believe that the Dems cheated, but it's not something that I want to say definitively that I think they did.
I will say, what I just said, understanding people like you said, is very, very important. Oh, because I fucking money pool of Israel. Johnson are money pool of Israel. Most of Congress and both sides are in the money pool. So now you have two allies going against each other for the sake of the benefit of their class. And, it's just one student on the other end of the fucking classroom, really, that you're against. It doesn't really matter who wins.
Yeah.
Because whoever wins, it's still, the win for the puppeteer.
Yeah, and I will say, there's a song that I love. It's called "The System." It's by Tom MacDonald. I love that song because one of the lines he says in that song is, I'm not gonna get it right, but it's basically the idea that you can vote for Republicans or you can vote for Democrats, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you, as the American citizen, are not gonna win.
Paul Miller said it himself, your vote doesn't matter.
Yeah, and it sucks because I'd love to believe my vote matters, but how can I? You know what I mean? Like I voted for Trump in 2020. In 2020 I genuinely believed he was the better option over Biden. And I voted for him again in 2024. I believed he was the better option over Kamala. But now I'm sitting here like, okay, did I make the right choice, or did I just vote for one side of the same coin that Kamala was on the other side of?
You essentially voted for the same course.
Yeah, 100%.
I hate to admit it, you know, and like, I'm glad you see that. I really am glad that you perceive that reality, because a lot of Americans don't see that reality. They don't get it.
I want to say that I've seen that reality since Romney versus Obama, but I was so young.
Oh God.
I was so young for Romney versus Obama that I don't think I did.
You know, I went to church with Romney.
Oh, no.
Hey, you know he's a Mormon?
He's a Mormon? Oh, fuck.
Mitt Romney? Mormon? You don't know that?
Dude, I honestly thought he was becoming based, but now that changes my entire perspective of him.
Oh, Romney's a shill, bro. No.
I'm actually glad you said something, because
Yeah,
my
let me fact check myself right there.
my opinion of Romney has changed since when I first learned about him.
What is his first name? Is it Mike K?
Mitt Romney, MITT. Yeah, for some reason I didn't like. The more like I grew up and realized what my political beliefs were, the more I decided, oh, maybe Mitt Romney isn't that bad. And I guess, you know, I'm young. I'm 24, so that's a part of the learning process.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I don't.
Yep. During his business career, Romney held several positions in the church local lay clergy in the early 1970s. He served an award bishopric. He was then served for a time as a seminary teacher and a member of the State High Council in Boston State while Richard L. Cushman was the state president. Yeah, my grandfather was literally friends with Mitt Romney.
Ooh. I'm sure you learned a lot of horrible things about Mitt Romney.
In 1977, he became counselor of the president of Boston State, which back then, everybody had only the Boston State to go to. So, you know, you didn't have the areas in Springfield and Hartford and Worcester. I don't know, there was places in Worcester. But you could only go to Worcester or Boston, you know? And so, my grandfather was a bishop. And so my grandfather, being a part of the bishopric, means that he needed to go and speak to the state counselors and presidency and stuff amongst the church, like, grouping, you know? And it's just fucking wild to me that my family, my grandfather, Ronald Gamache, to say that, knows Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. That is eye-opening. It also just, you know, lays it out the fact that Romney's so fucking weak, man. He's a little Mormon, he's a little Judaic Christian. Like, he's this little, oh, I'm sorry, Israel. Oh, I'm not anti-Semitic. Don't cancel me. Get the fuck out of here. Who cares, dude? Who cares? Like, why are you so scared about being canceled? You know what's right. Own it.
That's something that really, really fucking pisses me off. Like, I don't care who it is. I'm gonna say I do care who it is, because when it comes to, like, anti-Semitism and Jewish, like, bullshit, like, obviously I don't think anybody wants to align with themselves with people like Hitler. I think Hitler is horrible, but you should be able to call out evil, regardless of who it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You can call out Hitler.
Yeah, I won't get into the Hitler thing because I'm very passionate about that individual.
Yeah, I don't want to get into Hitler
I will
either.
completely,
Yeah.
I will completely defend that man to my death. He is someone I will die for because one, he was an autistic little kid. He also is a war veteran. Well,
Yeah.
World War One.
That Austrian
And
paint.
he also he's not even like a fucking German. He's an Austrian.
He's an
So,
Austrian.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's not
I've
even-
seen
not
so
even
many.
loyal to
I've seen so many TikToks of being like, oh, hey, if you could bring anybody back from history, who would you bring back? And don't say that one German guy. And then you see the comments of like, well, good thing my guy is an Austrian. It's one of those things that's where it's like it tickles your fancy to be like, oh, I know he's not German. But no,
and that's the funny part about lack of education.
But what I want to say is, it's just so funny to think about. I need to finish the series, but I started watching. It's this history series called The World Wars. I need to finish it because it genuinely has interested me, and I want to watch it.
Once you finish that, let me radicalize you a little bit. I want you to step into the fucking shoes of an adversary field that you're not familiar with.
Fuck yeah.
And I want you to watch Europe,
But
last front line of Europe.
But hell yeah, I'm down with that. But what I was gonna say is, it was just funny watching one of the episodes shows a British soldier. I think it was a British soldier had his gun pointed at Hitler in World War One, but decided not to pull the trigger and kill Hitler. And I just
Well, he got wounded, right?
he got wounded. I know. One of the episodes starts with him.
He got shot in the leg.
He got shot in the leg. I did not know about that. I was gonna say one of the episodes started with Hitler almost dying. I want to say probably. I think it was dying. I don't know. He was either being severely wounded or dying from mustard gas because he could not get his gas mask on completely because of his mustache.
Yeah, the mustache. He had to shave it.
Yeah.
That was a common issue actually among a lot of troops, both in the French, in the British, and the Prussian forces of World War One. It's just the technology at the time that they just couldn't accommodate a glorious mustache like that. And all in all, like in the light of battle, and especially as a Marine, I haven't seen conflict. I haven't seen war. I never probably will. Who knows?
And I want to say, well, even with you being ready for it, I want to say I hope you never have to, because.
Yes, exactly. And I hope and pray that I don't have to use the skills that I have gotten, but by God, I will fucking use them if necessary.
And I want to say too, 100%. Like, I am fully behind people like you having to use the skills they've gotten, because this world is like, I think the biggest reason that I don't like liberals is they don't realize that people like you are needed. There are insane motherfuckers. The term
you gotta fight crazy with crazy.
Yeah, you gotta fight crazy with crazy. The term I hate the most is Islamophobia. Because what do you mean I can't hate a religion that oppresses women and slaughters LGBTQ individuals?
I mean, like, hey, I have cousins from Saudi Arabia, so I have a different outlook on Muslims.
And I get that. I'm totally open to hearing your outlook.
Here's the thing, right? I'm born and raised Christian. I'm a Christian. I like Jesus. I believe in Jesus, and I believe he was a real G. He was a real one, and he was like the OG rabbi. He's the guy. And so, you take the Muslims Muslims don't really denounce Jesus. They accept him, they consider him an equal, but they don't really personally believe he was how we say he is, you know?
Right.
And it's like, okay, cool, it's cultural difference, whatever. You're from an entirely different region in the world than we are. Fine, whatever. You know, I'm not gonna let that kind of be my killing beef for, you know, oh, this guy is a heretic. Wow, I'm gonna kill him. Like, fuck off. No, I'm not gonna do that shit. That shit's stupid as fuck. You know, heresy, yes. Kill heretics. Do that. But identify the more accurate representation of what a heretic is. It's not the fucking Muslims. You know, because who's profiteering with Muslims and Christians fighting each other? I know you don't want to say it.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I was gonna say I don't.
It's the Jew,
I don't
right?
know, right? Oh well. I mean, I wouldn't have been. I'm not surprised that that's the answer. I was just gonna say, like, I genuinely don't know.
Yeah. So you have to go all the way back to the Khazarian Empire and the Byzantine Empire and the Arabs from that empire, and how most of the other Jews who kind of ran away and established themselves in the Khazarian Empire. Because were brilliant, because the Khazarian Empire didn't want to cave in to Christianity or the Muslim religion. So what did they do? They adopted Judaism. They adopted their own religion. Now you have the Ashkenazi Jews from the Khazarian Empire that is claimed Jews who never had a home. And so now you have these people in the fucking rapist Mongol Empire of the Khazars, Kazakhstan, is what it's actually called, and it's insane because now they can just do business with both Muslims and Christians and profiteer with their beef and making the Khazar or Kazakhstan, or the Khazarian Empire, rich as fuck. Which, I mean, like, you have no home, you're a gypsy, you want to fucking make a quick buck, you go anywhere, you're the businessman. Like, they were doing sales on temple grounds, and Jesus, out of all people, took up a whip and was like, get the fuck out of here, And that's the only time you see Jesus use violence against something, which proves that, like, using violence is, and this pacifistic Christian mindset is wrong. Jesus wasn't a full pacifist, so why the fuck should I be a full pacifist?
Yeah, I think
that was the Crusaders' mindset.
I think that's people think something people get wrong about Jesus a lot. He wasn't necessarily against violence. He was for violence if it was necessary.
Violence and protection.
Yeah.
You're on the right to defend yourself.
There's a passage, I don't know exactly what it said, but there's like a passage in the Bible. I think it was Jesus' words. But like, it was basically like something about take up a sword in defense. I can't remember exactly what it was, but...
Yeah, honestly, I could probably use my Google AI and find it, but that's typing.
But I do know that Jesus was not against violence completely.
Yeah, and that's the realistic thing. People need to understand, Jesus was a guy.
Yeah.
He was a real person that had emotions, that spoke like you and I, who walked like you and I, who did carpentry work, wasn't a shepherd. He was a blue-collar guy. That's who Jesus was. My entire life being a Mormon, I stepped away from the church at like 25, 26-ish. So my entire life, literally, I have been engrossed in education amongst the church. And the biggest factors of that education that I've taken away was the fact that, I really need to remember, if I want to be more Christ-like, I need to understand Jesus as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And, I have always been told, carry yourself more Christ-like, be more Christ-like, do this, do that, do this, do that. So like, okay, cool, I'll do that, but how am I able to do that if I don't understand who he actually was?
Right.
You know, if I just take his words and take it literally like every fucking Catholic does, because Catholics are idiots. That's my personal opinion. But
Well,
you take their literal word and they just take it too literally. They just look at the words. They don't look at the person. And that, I believe, is inherently wrong. You know, if you want to follow an activist leader, which he was, you know, he was the activist at the time. He was persecuted, used, and Rome literally killed him.
yeah.
And the corrupt rabbis, you know, that had their little fucking takeover of Rome, obviously could kill Jesus easily.
Yeah.
Which they did.
Oh.
And you know, honestly, it's crazy to me that growing up as a Mormon, I've actually just realized though, you remember when, I don't know if you know religious history, there was this time that the Romans got, like, pretty much attacked by the Jews, and so the Roman legions kind of came over and completely, like, obliterated Jerusalem. You know that?
I may have heard of that. I don't know. So I was gonna.
They basically.
I was gonna say like I was gonna say I knew about. You know, this is why like I hate when people say Jesus wasn't real, because I took I took an art history class, and that class alone proved that Jesus was a real person. Now, it didn't say Jesus Christ was a real person, but it said Jesus of Nazareth was a real person.
Yes, and so the Jesus of Nazareth is a lot of like what Mormons believe, not like Jesus. No, we're like the Ravenclaw Christian who really believe in fucking core aspect of education that way, and just knowledge, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's greater affinity and religious power with knowledge, and so Jesus himself was a knowledgeable individual. He was a rabbi. So like grounding yourself in the philosophy of a rabbi and pursuing education to an extreme amount, really, is being Christ-like. So, you know, these troglodytes and complacent fucking, you know, wannabes that just live their daily lives, eat their food, get fat, you know, never work out, never help any other people, looks at homeless people in a dirty manner, you know, like fake fucking Christians. Like, it's aggravating, it's appalling.
Yeah.
To see these
I don't consider myself to be living, you know, Christ-like at all, but, you know, what you just described, wanting to pursue truth, I think that was the most important thing. I don't remember everything you said, but the most important thing to me was, like, pursuing truth, and that's what I do. I try to pursue truth in everything.
As you should. As you should.
And I think that there's a lot of people that... I think there's a lot of people that call themselves Christians but don't live Christ-like at all.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. And, like, the evangelicals are literally that.
So, I mean,
The evangelicals also, like, give too much money to Israel, but...
I will say, I don't subscribe myself to any religion. I don't think that any one of them...
I'm, like, practically pagan now.
I don't believe that any religion is correct. 100% correct. I think that
I pursue my own knowledge, man. Like, I pursue my own shit.
Yeah, I want to learn
I find truth in my own words.
Yeah. I think that I'm kind of right there with you. I want to learn from everyone. I want to learn from everyone that I can learn from. I think there are things to be learned from religion. I think that every religion has at least some of what they say is correct. But I don't think...
Here's the thing. Want to know... Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
There's a really cool thing that I found, where I believe it was a Lutheran church, but they had, like every church has their fucking script Bible with all the preset prayers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I basically never looked at, I've never seen that book. I got an opportunity to go into a church by myself. It was just locked, and I've been walking around on my own, backpacking since backpacking. So you really get the ability of just, hooligan homelessness mindset of, yeah, I can go into any building. Needless to say, this building was unlocked. It was a church, obviously I can just go inside. There was nobody there, so I read the books. The books that, only the Father gets to touch. And I was very curious. And this Christian religion, believes in, a different version of Valhalla. Christians have a different version of Valhalla. And I thought that was very interesting, considering the fact that Valhalla is Norse paganism.
Right.
Why is it that Norse paganism and Catholic Christianity going hand in hand with validating different things? That alone is kind of wild.
Yeah.
But, also understanding Jesus of Nazareth, who he was, that I'm not saying I'm homeless, but I definitely live amongst the homeless people. I've walked amongst them. I've spoken to them. I've assisted them. I've talked to them. I've listened to their stories. And I'm even friends with some. And, they are probably the best people to talk to if you wanted to be a well-educated Christian. Because they're the people who need the help the most. They've completely lost all hope, and that's why they're there where they are.
Yeah.
And, if I was Jesus, I would, help these people. I'll wholeheartedly help them for free. And people, don't see that. People always want to do everything in the pursuit of gaining something out of it. And it's such a disgusting Jewish mindset of needing to have a cause and effect and get money out of it. You can't just do a service and, feel good about doing a service and just leave it at that.
Yeah. No. This
it's wild to me.
This is something that kind of connects. I was looking into the. Have you ever heard of the this? I don't know if it's a theory or whatever, but I first learned about it from a meme, which is kind of funny. But it was this debate between, why do old people say you're welcome, but young people say no problem? And it turns out that young people say no problem because, and this is something that I say no problem. If I help someone and they say, hey, thank you, I'm like, no problem, because I actually this is a personal thing for me. I do not think that helping someone is a problem. I take no problem. Yeah, it isn't at all. You should help people. You should want to help people.
Always.
So I have no problem with helping people, which is why I say no problem. Because it's not a problem to me at all. I wanted to help you. I'm a human being. You're a human being.
Yeah, and
we should help each other.
Matter.
Yeah. 100%.
Words really do matter. I never really grasped on the fact that words matter, but fuck, dude, people are stupid. People are so stupid, and they will take you literally.
Yeah.
On the side, I do have this game. It's really cool on the stream. You don't watch it, or at least you want to. But
I'm probably close to the end of my stream anyway. I've been live for 2 hours.
Yeah, you've been getting some good talking points. I bet people are gonna flip that.
Dude, I'm definitely gonna get some liberals that are like, dude, what the fuck?
Hey, hey, George Lincoln Rockwell, the commander, World War II veteran, U.S. Navy aviator, and Korean War veteran, started the American Nazi Party, and labeled it the American Nazi Party solely on the fact that it was gonna get publicity. You label yourself something that people hate, and they're gonna come in fucking masses to watch you. And the best part about it is they're like sheep walking into machine gun fire. They're walking into their own failure, because now I'm benefiting off of it, because at the end of the day, you're coming and still watching and listening to me.
Yeah. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I
still got viewers.
Yeah, that, and
still got viewers.
I want liberals and conservatives to come listen to me and decide if they like or dislike what I'm saying. Like, because I'm not here for, I think me and you both we're not here for one political party or the other. We're here for the people that want to listen to shit that they may not like. Mm-hmm. But that's, like, the thing I'm trying to say. You may not like to hear it, but it could be something you need to hear.
Oh, 100%. Like, here's something. I don't like hearing the fact that I used to be a porn addict. I don't like hearing the fact that I used to, detriment my life with pornography, and how I am almost giving myself erectile dysfunction with pornography. I don't like to accept those things. I don't like to say those things, and I don't think anyone likes to say those things.
Right,
it's embarrassing, and it's
100%
sad.
100%.
But here's the thing. Now I can justify my hate, because who's the ones that created it? Oh, womp womp! It's the fucking Jews again. So it all ropes back, and people need to stop being sorry for themselves. People need to start really
just own up and accept your shit.
Accepting humility in their fault, and taking up that humility and realizing that you can get better. You can shape yourself out from that rough, raw metal.
And it's it's the same thing with me.
Black.
My mother, when I was living with my mother for a couple months to help her out. She was she had to get a surgery to get a permanent colostomy bag. She suffers from Crohn's. And I lived with her for a couple months to help her out. And I hated every time she would talk about my alcoholism. But now I'm looking back on it, after combating, I went, I had a week where I went 6 weeks sober, or 6 days sober. I'm trying to get back to a point where I go at least a couple days sober again, because I don't want it to become as bad of a problem as it was before I went 6 days sober. But I hated every time she said something about it, because it's like, in my mind, it was like, I would always say, like, that's the way to, like, not get anybody to stay sober, is if you're criticizing them on their errors. But then I went the 6 days sober, and I realized maybe you should hold these people accountable, because what if are they going to hold themselves accountable? And I didn't hold myself accountable until she held me accountable.
Gotcha.
So, like,
yeah,
you might hate to hear something, but what if that's something you hate to hear? Yeah. What if that's something you hate to hear holds you accountable? You know what I mean? It was like my mom is saying this to me, and then I look at it and I'm like, man, what if my drinking does get super bad? I don't want my mom to have to bury me.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. That is a huge one right there. Just foresight, right? Foresight is a huge one. People don't have good foresight anymore. They don't have a good understanding of, like, the cause and effect of things.
Yeah, it's 100%.
They don't really perceive it. They don't really consider it at that.
You know what I mean? Like, I like getting buzzed and just shooting the shit and chatting and playing video games and streaming. I like that. That's fun. But, like, I hate to admit it on stream, but, last night I was talking to Quiver, I was telling him, hey, I want to stream this. I was between, I don't remember what I was between. It was either this game, Powerwash Sim 2, or Skyrim, or Oblivion Remastered. I couldn't remember, but I was like, yeah, I want to stream. I'm having fun playing this game. And then, you know, I'm listening to music in the background as I'm setting up. And Whiskey Lullaby comes on, and all of a sudden now I'm just breaking down in tears, and I'm like, I texted him, I was like, dude, I can't, I just not, dude, this song fucked me up again, and I can't stream because I'm just going through all this pain that I didn't want to relive. And I was, you know, pretty drunk. That's my own fault. I shouldn't, you know, I could have easily not done that to myself, but I did, and this song comes on, it fucks me up, puts me through a lot of pain I didn't want to go through, but, you know, that's my shit, and I'm gonna own my shit.
Yeah, and like having an emotional connection, being an emotional male is something that actually needs to happen more often than not, because us as guys, you know, we lose sight of being emotional, being connected with our emotions, and we really need to get a grip, really.
Yeah.
You know, we need to start grounding ourselves for, you know, being a better person, or just being just frankly a better male for females. If you want to bring another concerning topic, is the fact that males don't really provide a good life for you know, females to live in. We make it kind of hard for them, and they obviously give their personal response to that, and you know, we gotta really fix ourselves, you know, unfuck yourself, as we like to say in the military.
Something I was talking about, like something well, not really talking about, just thinking amongst myself earlier was, I hate this term, the male loneliness epidemic, not because, like, I think there are good men out there that are genuinely lonely, and it's not their fault. But I also think there's a lot of creepy men that are using this to be like, oh, well, but there's a male loneliness epidemic. It's like, no, if you're a good dude, there really isn't a male loneliness epidemic. Like me, I was thinking about it in terms of myself. I don't consider myself lonely. I have friends. I have people I can talk to. And the only reason that I would have to say that I'm lonely is that I'm not getting laid. And I don't care that I'm not getting laid. I don't care about that shit. I don't care that I don't have a girlfriend or that any of that. Like, I have friends. I have family. I have people I can connect with. And I'm not lonely. So the reason I was saying, like, I don't like that term is because I feel like it's just, there's a lot of men that are like, well, I want this romantic connection, or I want that, and it's like, you're not lonely, you just don't have what you want to have.
Yeah, and like, people are envious, people are always yearning for more, and they want stuff, right? And,
yeah.
You know, people need to just realize you can't have everything in the world. You need to work for what you want.
Yeah.
And in order to get where you want to get, that's just the reality of it.
Like, you know,
strive for it.
An example I can make is, like, I hate the fact that I'm, you know, back working at the job that I started at when I was like 17 years old. I hate that, but I have to. You know what I mean? It's like, either I make $300, $400 a week working where I was working, which, to put in perspective, where I was working, I was making $700 a week as their kitchen manager. And then I went down to making $300 to $400 a week there because of new ownership. So I decided, well, this sucks. I think I'd rather just go back to my old job And albeit I'm making less, but at least I'm not making, $300-400 less. I'm only making around $200 less.
Yeah.
So you do what you have to do.
Oh yeah, you absolutely gotta do what you gotta do, and that's the core aspect of it. Just living your life.
Yeah.
Like,
Life ain't fair.
everybody's gotta start somewhere, This naval ship game is on sale. I got it for $7. And
Ooh.
by God, I'm already having a blast. So I have this idea, right? I'm gonna get a boat. I'm gonna sailboat license. And what's a good way to invite a political scene that is not very favored amongst the American public, not favored by the American government, and, still needs an atmosphere of physical fitness, good morals, and just political stability. Well, volunteering, like mastering the craft of 18th century vessels on the water. I think that inherently creates a really well-grounded person, because you're not necessarily military, you're going off on a craft, and fuck, you could sail the waters.
Yeah.
Like, go port to port. And what a fucking way a politician could promote himself than on his own ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
that
that'd
should
be really fucking cool. If Governor me is on my own ship and I go from port to port promoting myself, like.
Should absolutely vote
I
for
think
me
about that
because I own a ship. Dude, I'd vote for you.
Oh yeah, I've already had people say like, "Yeah, I'll vote for you. You sound like you know what you're talking about." I'm like, I hate that you say that though. You're just completely gapping off everything I'm saying. You don't give a shit about what I'm saying, and you just vote on me because it sounds good. You're just another like American fucking consumer.
Not even that, just no disrespect to you, but I don't like people that are like, oh, I'd vote for you because of these couple things. Like, you're just a retard. You should listen to everything I believe before making that decision.
No, I believe that.
Which is why, oh my god, I'm glad I don't live in New York City, because,
Oh
whoo,
my god.
I'd be moving out.
New York, 'cause I'm from Massachusetts, so it's like,
I would move out of New York
Fuck
so
New York.
fast.
fuck you. Respect to anyone in your chat that lives in New York, but fuck New York.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, respect to anyone that lives in New York. I hope that it's all good and everything. I just
Best of
don't
luck
have.
to you.
Best of luck. I have zero confidence for you. But best of luck.
Yeah. You know what's the funniest thing? People are trying to say that Madani is just like anti-Zionist to me. And I'm like, you literally can see him wearing like a fucking Jewish yarmulke. It's hawking to fucking rabbis with their giant fucking cylinder hat.
The thing that was always like to me is it's the people want to call him like, oh, he's a socialist. I don't know if he's truly a socialist.
No, he's a social. He's a communist, really.
And that's my thing to me is I didn't want to say I didn't know for sure. I was gonna say, like, if he's a communist, my thing is communism has failed
Oh yeah.
every time it's been tried. So it's like, I can't trust communism because it's failed. And it's like, I'm not against socialism, but it's like, I think there's a lot of people that have, like, I've heard and listened to that have made arguments against socialism, which is why I've been like, ooh, I don't know. But, like, it's not like I'm against it, but, like, I want to know that it's not going to fail. And I guess, like, I don't know. If with socialism it's like, well, we can't know it's not going to fail because we never tried it. Okay, then that's fair. Like, if we don't know it's going to fail, then I'm willing to try it and risk it failing. But with communism, we've tried it. It's been tried, and it's failed. And I don't understand how people still look at communism and say, oh, but that's just not real communism. It's like, it is. It was. And it failed.
Yeah, it wasn't real communism. Like, that is hilarious
Yeah.
to me.
My favorite argument...
Okay, Bub, what the fuck is real communism?
Right.
Aren't you, like, 20 years old?
My favorite argument ever comes from the fat electrician when he was like, I think I got the perfect metaphor. And he was like, imagine we're going to bake a cake, okay? And this cake is going to just solve everything. But this cake, you know, it just... We bake it, it comes out, it tastes like shit. So, we kill the person whose house we baked the cake in. And then burn down their house. And move on to the next house. And we do the exact same thing. Cake comes out, it tastes like shit. So we do the same thing. Kill the person, burn down their house. And then we go to the third person to bake the cake. And they say, this third person looks at us and says, maybe it's not the recipe. Or maybe it's not that the rest. I don't know exactly what was said, but oh no, I know exactly. I remember now. It was maybe it's not the oven, maybe it's the recipe. To which the person goes, "You're uneducated and you should read a book and go to college because if you did, you'd know this cake was going to be perfect." And it just hasn't worked so far. And it's just like it's my favorite analogy because it's like. That's like 100% true. Like, you just don't know what you're talking about. You're uneducated. It's gonna work. And it's like, but it never has. How can you say it's gonna work if it never has? You know, and maybe the same argument can be made for capitalism. I like free market capitalism because, like, I don't want, you know, rich, greedy pieces of shit getting their hands in it. I like free market capitalism because it allows literally anyone to succeed. As far as I know, it allows anyone to succeed. And I enjoy watching people be able to, you know, do what they love and succeed in doing that, so. But, obviously, I will be the first to admit, I do not know everything there is to know about economic systems. Like, I don't want to be here like, I'm against this or that. You know, I don't know everything there is to know about stuff like socialism, so.
Yeah, and I might actually go in my group chats and stuff with old people that I know and kind of like re-educate myself.
I will say, like, the United Healthcare CEO shit, I didn't necessarily feel bad because his, you know, United Healthcare, they were denying so many of their customers that I was like, well, kind of hard to feel bad for you.
Yeah, like literally. What do you think about this Walmart close off?
Oh, tell me about it. I haven't really heard about it.
So, starting November 1st, Walmart actually closes its doors. So many people can do the snaps.
If it's the SNAP stuff, I was gonna say.
Now you got a corporation kind of like closing itself down and not letting like people get inside of it because of that kind. They don't want like mass chaos and shit.
I don't want companies to be afraid of people trying to steal shit, but at the same time, there are people that need the SNAP benefits and all that, and I don't want those people to lose it. You know what I mean? There's people that are genuinely disabled and can't work, so I don't want those people to lose their benefits. There's also people that are abusing the system, and they should lose their benefits because the benefits should be there for the people that genuinely need it. And if you don't genuinely need it, it's I shouldn't say if you don't genuinely need it, because there are so many people that, you know, they lose their job, they could be jobless for months, they might need help. But if you don't need help, if you have a good job and you're genuinely abusing the system, that's a different story for me, because it's like, you don't need it and you're taking it away from people that do need it. So that's kind of fucked. But I don't want people to lose their SNAP benefits, and I don't want stores to have to be worried about, you know, what could happen if people lose their SNAP benefits. So it's a touchy subject for me, because I want people to be able to get what they need and be able to live, but I also don't want people to abuse the system.
Yeah, there's always gonna be people trying to abuse the system.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what sucks about it. It's like, there's always going to be horrible, evil, corrupt people. And we live in a society where, you know, we're called evil if we call out evil.
Yeah, well, I mean, Joseph Goebbels himself said it the right way. You know, if you shine the light on these people, folks, you know, the power under themselves. And you kind of really see that today.
Yeah, it's unrelated, but I like seeing a video of, you know, cheaters getting caught, and my first response was like, if you get caught cheating, why try to deny it? Just own up to it. You got caught. Just admit it at that point. So I guess that's my response just to everything. Like, but I also understand that, you know, I'm a better person than most. If I got caught doing something evil, I would probably just say, you know what, you're right. You caught me doing something fucked up. Now I say probably because I don't know if that's how I'd respond, but, you know, I'd hope in that moment I'd say, you know what, you're right. You caught me doing something evil. I can't do anything but accept that I was doing something evil. And so I guess that's just my response. Like, there's no point in trying to lie your way out of being caught doing something you shouldn't do. You might as well just own up to doing it.
I guess, in light of it being 11 o'clock, I want to finish up some work stuff before the next day comes up.
Yeah.
That being said, I think I will decide.
Yeah, I'm almost ready to clock out myself.
Very lovely conversation with you.
Yeah, 100%. I enjoy having conversations like these.
So enjoy having a conversation like this with you guys. Be well educated, and I would like to see more of that understanding.
Yep, I feel the same way.
Alright, let's run you up quickly.
Yep. Have a good night yourself.
Will do. Bye-bye.
Bye. What a intellectually stimulating conversation. And if you would love to see more of that, of course, you know where to find it. Here on the Swaggernaut YouTube channel. I do want to shout out Quivercraft. He's had a rough day today with a lot of audio issues. He does not have the conversations that we are willing to have here on the Swaggernaut channel. You know, we like to do chill things like power wash, but we also have to I like to have deep and intellectually stimulating conversations, especially about topics that people don't want to talk about or are afraid to talk about. I'm not afraid to talk about any topic on this channel. I am not afraid to talk about anything on this channel. There's nothing on this channel that I will not talk about, because I think the most important thing is talking to people, especially with difficult topics like religion or politics. I think the most important thing we can do is talk about them. Because if we are unable to do that, then we have lost. So, we should talk about difficult things. We should talk about politics. We should talk about religion. And I will say, if you don't like that, I understand. I get it. I'm not going to fault you for it. If you don't want to talk about the difficult stuff, I understand that. You just want to come for a chilled stream, I get that. I get that. 100% understand. No hard feelings. I do not judge anyone. There are things, I will admit, even with the conversation that I just had with Mildew Man, there are things that I heard that kind of made me say, I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I like that. But it's things that, you know, need to be said. Oh, fuck you. Do I have a ladder? Where's my ladder? What was I saying? There's just certain things that should be talked about. Where is it, dude? There it is. That's gonna be the end for me. I'm not doing another level. But, point is, sorry, the fucking game likes to crash every now and again. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I've updated my graphics driver. I don't know. I've done, like, the main thing is I've updated my graphics driver, so I don't know why it still does that. I don't get it, but whatever. Like I was saying, if you want to hear, you know, conversations like we had on the stream today, I almost called it a podcast. It really isn't a podcast, but it could be. I'd love to do a podcast. But if you'd love to hear more conversations like we had on the stream today, be sure to, you know, drop a subscribe, hit that like. We'll have more. I can't say consistently, but there for sure will be more. There won't be more conversations like that because that's what I love to do. I love to have conversations with people. I love to have conversations, especially people that may not. Especially people, I should say, just say it. Especially people that completely disagree with me. I love to have conversations with them. Because the only way you can learn is if you have conversations with people that disagree with you. So, that is all for the stream. Excuse me. Tonight, that's all for the stream tonight. I am your humble host, the Blood King, Swaggernaut. You can find me on YouTube under the name Swaggernaut and on TikTok under the same name, Swaggernaut. But for now,